Hello, my name is Miss Cabaniss, or Cab, as many of my students call me. That nickname came from a student many years ago during an emergency situation, and all he could get out was Cab, and so Cab I became. I am the theater director of John Champ High School, and I have been since 2013. I have loved working in this community and seeing my students go on to do some amazing things to their careers. I am a graduate of James Madison University. I have a bachelor's in English and endorsement in theater and a master's degree in teaching for the English and theater classroom. Some of my favorite hobbies are I love writing. I write plays, short stories, a little bit of everything in my free time. I was a competitive archer in college, and I also grew up on a farm in Loudoun County where I rode and trained horses among many other animals. My current family is made up of my boyfriend and our 3 animals that live with us. We have a cat named Maya, a dog named Lily, and a turtle that I've had since I was 5 years old named Ed. I am very excited to have you in our class this year. I know this is really strange being virtual, but know that I'm always here for you. I'm here to help you figure things out. I'm very quick on communication, so let's go over a few ways that you can get a hold of me pretty quickly. The best way to reach me quickly is to send me a message on Remind because I automatically get it on my phone. For your class, you've already been enrolled in a Remind block, so make sure you download that app so that you can get access to that to send me questions. You can also reach me by emailing nicolecabaniss@lcps.org. I always answer my emails in the morning, so I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm also logged on every day from 9 to 5 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. But if I am teaching a live class, I don't check my emails during class unless students are working on something independently. So don't always expect to get an answer from me during class. This year, I am teaching theater arts levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as tech theater 1, 2, and musical theater projects for both acting and tech. For all theater classes this year, you'll mostly just need your Chromebook. But if you like hard copies, I recommend getting a folder, a binder, just to organize yourself. Paper, pencils, and highlighters are always really helpful to actors. For distance learning, everything is going to be turned in digitally. So like I said, really only need your Chromebook. A lot of people ask me why I became a teacher, so I thought I would share that with you. This answer is complicated, but I'm going to do my best to summarize. Up until I was about 8 years old, I was really struggling in school. My parents had tried every intervention possible, but I just wasn't able to read. My speech was struggling. I hated school. I hated going to school, which was really sad because my mom, she loved to read and she read to me all the time, but I was not able to speak clearly. I was just really struggling. My 2nd grade teacher finally took the time to listen and pay attention to me, and she actually discovered that I was hearing impaired. At the time, phonics was really the best way to teach reading, and it was a big fad, and it was the only way teachers were teaching reading. Well, for somebody who's hearing impaired, phonics doesn't work because I heard those words differently. I was doing my best to try and mimic the adults around me, but because I was hearing things differently, I just wasn't successful in that mimic, which affected my speech patterns as well as my reading. She figured out a different way to teach me. And because of that, I really succeeded in school, and I continued to do well over the next couple of years when, if she hadn't taken the time to work with me, I may not have been as successful in school up through my K through 12 years. I haven't had a perfect life, and that's just one of the many challenges I faced during my formative years of K through 12. But without fail, there's always a teacher that has backed me up, encouraged me, listened to me, and just really been in my corner. So when I went to college, I decided I really wanted to be that teacher for my students. And I work really hard to foster genuine, caring relationships in my classroom because I feel like in high school, we really need somebody in our corner that'll actually listen to us and care about what's going on in our lives. For theater this year, my goal is to continue that sense of caring and genuine connection, especially in the current environment that we are in. So I'm hoping that my classes become engaging, they have a great energy, connection, fun, just a chance, like a break from the world at that point in time. I want students to feel safe in my classroom and to really build authentic relationships, not only with me, but also with their other peers in their classroom. Many of my students have found their best friends in my classes, and I'm really looking forward to fostering those relationships even in a virtual environment. We're also, of course, going to be strengthening our performance skills, technical skills, expanding knowledge in new ways. It won't be easy because theater is very different in a virtual environment, but we're going to make the most of it, and we're going to learn some really neat things this year and engage in new ways that this environment is giving us. I mean, how many times do we get to act to a camera in a theater class? So, great opportunity. I'm thrilled that you're joining us this year. If you want to learn more about the after-school theater program, please check out the video on our activities page or on my Schoology, or send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you. Welcome to CHAMP, and I'll see you soon. Bye.